Reincarnation of a king long gone, the highest enlightened nigga sitting on top of the sun.
Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Danny, aka King Bub, and we are here with some more TBU action for you. And before I get into all of Team Builder, a little bit of Team Builder, and then the match and stuff, I just gotta say thank you to my boy Matty Brolic for always helping me each week to team build and stuff like that. He's an amazing battler, amazing team builder, so it's awesome to be learning from him. Thank you to my boy Alright Cap, or just Cap and Crumb, not Alright Cap. He hates that. Just Cap. Thank you to him for mock battles, and also thank you to Freeze Lander also for helping me do some mock battles this week. So before I get into everything, guys, I'm gonna have to explain a little bit what's going on in the TBU. There's been some changes. Freedomion, the commissioner, he has stepped down from being the commissioner. Next season is actually gonna be canceled, but he stepped down and he's gonna let it keep going. He gave his powers to other people so they could let so they could keep TBU going and stuff like that. So that's the first thing. So there's like a big like commissioner change and stuff like that. A lot of like the co-commissioners and all that are also going to be changed, and a lot of different stuff going on. And there's also been a few coach changes, like Eric Ashinakaya has left, and our week 3 opponent, who we are supposed to be going up against, Kelly, aka Under the Radar, one of my really good friends, and his Maryland Terrapins. Sadly, we cannot battle him because he has left the battle union for reasons in real life that obviously I'm not going to talk about, his personal stuff. But sadly, we don't get to battle Kelly. I hope he's doing fine, but we're gonna have to battle someone else today. So that's a little bit of the TBU or TBU update going on inside, you know. So in case you guys didn't know, I don't think they did an update video or anything like that. The reason why this battle is so late because we had so many different coaches come in. Well, like 3 different coaches, new coaches come in, replacing 3 of our other coaches. We have to kind of give like ourselves a bye week. We were supposed to have some like weird 4.5 week or something where we were supposed to do something. They never told us what it was, but that's canceled, and instead we are gonna have what's it called? We're gonna have a bye week, so to let all the coaches catch up. I didn't have to do my battle this week, but me and the guy who took over Kelly's team, we did the battle anyways because I already had my team ready. He built his team and we just did the battle. Obviously you're gonna see right now this battle's late, but it's actually not really late because it's not due till like next Friday, I mean, something like that. I don't know, but I'm gonna put it up now because I just want to put something up for you guys. I want to put the battle up. I already have it. It's a really good battle, so I do want you guys to watch it. So that's everything, all the changes, and the new coach that has taken over Kelly's team is King L5. I've never heard of him before. I did some scouting. He's a really good battler. I watched his battles. He's done good in his leagues. He knows how to play. He is not an easy opponent whatsoever. Just because I don't know who he is doesn't mean he's not easy. A good opponent, obviously. But yeah, the battle of the kings. King Bub versus King L5. So hopefully we are the true king in this face-off. So yeah. So let's read off his team, and he is the Oakland Roseraiders, I believe is the name of his team. I'm looking at it right now, and yes, that's what it is. So he has Tapu Fini, Salamence, Heatran, Gengar, Gothitelle, Rotom, Mo, Gligar, Mienshao, and Azelf. I believe those are the 9 that he can use at the moment. Yeah, those are the ones that he can use. And what I thought he was possibly gonna bring, let me see, what did I think he was gonna bring? I thought he was gonna bring Heatran, Mienshao, Tapu Fini, Gengar, Gothitelle, and Salamence. Those were the ones I thought he was gonna bring. Gligar is a big, also a big one that can come because Gligar stops my Thundurus from just easily volt switching around. It's a very, very good stop to my Thundurus, and it put pressure on my Thundurus to not just click volt switch constantly over and over again. I know I can bop it with an HP Ice, but still, it makes me double think about just clicking volt switch when if Gligar is not there. I have to kind of, if Gligar's not there, then I'm just gonna click volt switch pretty much. So that's that. Let me go over my team really quick, and let's see what we got this week. So this week against Kelly, well, not Kelly, King L5. I have it as Kelly because that's when I build it. We have a Shed Shell, Toxapex, aka the Bloody Mary. With Regenerate, Haze, Scald, Sludge Bomb, Recover. It's more physically defensive to take on. What did I want it to take on? So it could take on Psyshock's better from Gothitelle, because I thought it would be carrying Psyshock over Psychic. Not really sure what I had this for. I can't remember. It's been a while. Let me see. Oh yeah, it takes on Salamence, because I can Haze Salamence. Like I said, we have Haze and stuff like that. So that's really Toxapic's role in this match. Next we have, let's see, who do we want to talk about? We have, let's go into Zeus, thundurus-therian. A big win condition for us, which it is pretty much is every week. Once again, I'm running at max speed, max special attack, because, like I said, I always hate running max speed, because it's just weird to me. But he has a Salamence, and we do want to outspeed that. I was playing around with either Zap Plate or Scarf, and I ended up keeping Zap Plate, because Zap Plate was just putting so much pressure on his team with Thunderbolts, because if he doesn't bring Gligar, then Thunderbolts just pretty much kill everything. And I have Agility, Thunderbolt, HPS, and Volt Switch. If I can get an Agility late game and I weaken his team down enough, then this thing can just win. It can just win the game for us, and that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Next we do have Mega Absol, another really good win condition. Mega Absol is so good, man. I love this thing. It's just really hard to switch into, and that's why I love it. So we have Pursuit, Sucker Punch, Knockoff, Zen Headbutt. We had Max Attack, and then we have 220 speed, Jolly Nature. I believe that's enough to outrun Salamence also, I do believe. Let me see, is it? No, it's not. What am I trying to outrun here? He has Gengar. Yeah, it's to outrun Gengar. I do believe it's to outrun Gengar. Yeah, it's to outrun Gengar. That's really what I wanted to outrun. I think that's his fastest mon. I don't think there's anything faster than that. So that's what I was trying to outrun. So that is Mega Absol. Zen Headbutt for Lamiansha. I was thinking of putting Play Rough, and I think Play Rough might actually have been better, as you'll see in the match, but we put Zen Headbutt for some random reason, which was weird. I don't know. Next we got Latios. Life Orb Latios does a lot of work to his team also. Roost, Dragon Pulse, Thunderbolt, Surf. That's really all I need. Roost is so I can recover back up if I ever need to, and then Dragon Pulse, Stab, Thunderbolt to hit Tapu Fini, and Surf to hit Gligar, to hit Heatran. I don't have Psychic. I don't have my Psychic Stab this week, but Dragon Pulse does enough to his team where it just hurts. It just hurts. We are 180 speed. I don't really need to outspeed Gengar. I don't need a speed type of Gengar. It's not that important. And we got 252 tech, 76 HP. And who do we have next? Let's talk about Blueberry the Miltank. So Miltank, this is a really cool Miltank set. It's a Curse Tank set. So Milk Drink, Body Slam, Heal Belt, Curse, and we have Scrappy, so we could hit the Gengar, so we can hit everything with Body Slam. And we have the Normalium Z on Miltank. So the reason I put that is because I didn't want to get tricked by Gothitelle. I didn't want to get my item knocked off or anything like that. So I wanted to put the normal Z Crystal, Breakneck Blitz. So if I could set up a lot of curses, Breakneck Blitz just kills everything regardless, but it actually after a few curses it can actually kill Heatran at a good amount of health, which is pretty cool. So that is Miltank, a really cool fun set, and I really hope I get to click Breakneck Blitz. That'd be pretty funny. Miltank wants to do some damage. Hopefully it can. So next we have another very good win condition for us. We have a lot of cool win conditions this week. We have Calm Mind, Trick Room, Tesla, aka Magearna. So Magearna is a freaking beast. It can do a lot of things. Sorry if I just knocked onto my mic, guys. Sorry about that. But it can do a lot of cool things. We have Dazzling Gleam, and HP Ground, so we could hit the Heatran. It completely bopped the Heatran. We gotta see if there's a Chuka Berry or not. And Dazzling Gleam because it's Stab, and after a few boosts and a Soul Heart boost, it kind of just kills everything. So that's pretty nice about Magearna. And we do have Trick Room. I was thinking Shift Gear, but I decided to go for Trick Room, just because maybe it could help my slower mons and things like that, like Miltank. I don't know. That was an option right there. Hopefully we don't regret it. But that is the team, guys. So obviously you guys are just looking at the DS screen right now. And once again, it is gonna be Citro quality. It's gonna be like that for now on. So better get used to it. Okay. So just looking at the matchup, I got what he thought. I got what I thought he was gonna bring, right? And I'm sorry if you just saw my OBS thing pop up. I was just checking to make sure it was recording. But he did bring Manshao, Heatran, Gothitelle, Salamence, Fini, and Gengar. So yeah, he didn't bring the Gligar, which is okay for us because we can just Volt Switch around freely with Thundurus. And since he didn't bring the freaking Gligar, I'm gonna lead off with Thundurus. That's gonna be my lead. That's my lead of choice. It does the most damage for me. Nothing wants to switch into it. He has nothing that resists electric moves. We have Zap Plate, 252 special attack, and that's just gonna be ow. Nothing wants to take it at all. I'm expecting him to lead with Mienshao. If he leads with Mienshao, it's also Scarfed. I'm expecting a Scarfed Mienshao and possibly a Scarfed Salamence, because Salamence Dragon Dance is very scary. It really is. But Scarf is a really good revenge killer against my team because it'll outspeed everything. So that's very nice with Salamence. But I'm expecting him to lead with either Heatran for rocks or just Mienshao, just to U-turn out, maybe catching my Thundurus, thinking I might not be Scarf. I mean, thinking I'm not Scarf, which I'm not, obviously. But yeah, I think he's gonna lead Mienshao. That's what I think he's gonna lead. And the match should start up soon. Should start up very soon. So yeah, going up against King L5, Battle of the Kings. So this is gonna be a good one. So like I said, I'm gonna lead Thundurus, and we are being challenged by King L5 for the first time his battle in TBU, and I did speed it up a little bit, so hopefully it's not too slow like last time for NPCC. It was so slow, and I was getting annoyed. But I led with Thundurus, and he led with Manshao, and I'm not gonna take a risk here. I am not gonna take a Stone Edge to the face. I have an easy switch in to my Toxapex, so that I will be able to eat anything Mienshao wants to do. And actually, yeah, Toxapex is also here to take on Mienshao, so that's pretty cool. But he goes for the Stone Edge, which is a good play for him, but there's no way I'm gonna keep one of my best win conditions in. So here I'm pretty sure he switches into his Gothitelle, and he does, which makes sense because he wants to see if I'm Shed Shell or not. I just go for a Scald, kind of hoping for a burn on the Sting, which would be kind of cool. And I don't get a burn. I don't. It's fine though. Here I'm gonna switch out, and I'm gonna switch out into Thundurus because I had a feeling he was gonna go for Signal Beam. Thinking I'm gonna switch into Mega Absol, and I could take a Side Shock or a Psychic decently well, and he actually does go for Signal Beam. I was not gonna risk losing my Mega Absol this early, and I knew that Thundurus is gonna be the best bet. So here I'm gonna go for Volt Switch, and this is gonna do hella damage to this Gothitelle, as you're gonna see right here. Bam! It does a lot of damage. Good damage from Thundurus, and I don't know what he's gonna go for, but he's either gonna go for Shadow Ball or a Psychic, and that's why I'm gonna go into my Mega Absol as the best play. If he goes for Signal Beam, then that'd be a good play from him, but he goes for Mirror Coat, so that was a good move. If I went on anything else would have died. So I'm very happy I went into this monster right here, and we're not gonna get affected by it. So that's pretty awesome. That was a good play on my part. I'm very happy I went into Mega Absol. I thought it was the safest play. I thought he would go for Psychic, not Signal Beam again, and luckily we eat up that Magic Coat pretty nicely. Good shit, Mega Absol. So I'm gonna go for the safe knockoff. Obviously he's not gonna keep his Gothitelle in against a Mega Absol. Even if it is Color Berry, it still would have died at that range. So I go for knockoff to knock off anything's items that want to come in, and he switches into Tapu Fini, and that still does a good amount of damage, guys. Tapu Fini is so bulky. We knock out his leftovers, so it's not gonna be getting any health back. So slowly whittling his team already. Gothitelle's at really low health, and his Tapu Fini's at really low health, and Gothitelle also doesn't have leftovers, so that's pretty cool. So I had a feeling they were gonna have Nature's Madness, and most of my mock battles, everybody carried Nature Madness because Tapu Fini cannot touch Toxapex, and Toxapex is a big switch in front of Tapu Fini. So I'm just gonna go for, I believe I'll go for a Scald here actually. I was reading his switch. I would think he was switching to Heatran, thinking I'm either gonna recover or go for the Slush Bomb on Fini, because I could easily switch out and get Regenerator health with my Toxapex. So I should go for the safe Scald. Even if he stayed in, there's no way Fini could kill my Toxapex. And if he did switch into Tran, then we get some good damage on, and Toxapex already putting some very early pressure, which is pretty cool because Toxapex is not really meant to put a lot of pressure against teams offensively, but we do some great damage to this thing right here. So he goes for Magna Storm, which makes sense. He's trying to trap my Toxapex, probably just kill it with Earth Power and whatnot. Depending on the spread on his Heatran, Earth Power I don't think would kill me from that range. It could have actually. Most likely would have killed me. That's why I switched out. I'm not gonna risk that. I'm not gonna risk going for a Scald or anything like that. So the Magna Storm doing some damage to my Lottie, which kind of sucks, but we do have Roost, which is fine. Here I'm gonna go for the safe Thunderbolt. I could have went for Surf, but Fini is a very good switch. in case, but he actually switches into his Munchlaxster and is gonna take a lot of damage from this T-bolt. This life orbs max attack, Latios T-bolt, which is pretty good, some great damage. I was thinking he was regenerator, that's why he went in, because I thought he would just switch out again or U-turn or whatever and get most of that health back. But as we see later, he's gonna be reckless, so it's kind of weird, kind of put so much damage on this thing. But he's gonna go for knockoff, which is very nice because now I have to kind of play around with my Toxapex. I lose my Shed Shell, so Gothitelle can come in whenever it wants. So I have to kind of play mind games. I have to switch around a lot and see what he wants to go into. But he goes into his Tapu Fini here, and I forget what I go into here. I think my Miltank. No, definitely not my Miltank. Why would I go into my Miltank on a Munchlaxster? I forget. Let me see what we go for here. Kind of forget. Oh, I do go into my Miltank. Oh yeah, because he's Scarf. So I knew he can't knock off my item. So he's gonna go into his. I'm gonna go into my Miltank, and here I'm gonna go for Curse just to see if he's gonna have Haze or Taunt. I was expecting either Haze or Taunt, maybe both, but I don't think so. Most likely has like Defog and Haze or Defog and Taunt, something like that. So I go for my Curse and he goes for Nature's Madness, which is a good play, but he misses and that kind of sucks because now my Miltank's still at full health. And here he is going to go for the Taunt, so I went for another Curse just to test it out, to see if he's going to have Taunt or Haze. And he actually does have the Taunt, so that's pretty cool. A very good bring on his part on the Tapu Fini. But yeah, so next, I do believe I should go for a Body Slam. Trying to get as much damage on this Tapu Fini as I can to make it as least of a threat as possible. So we do get some good chunk of damage here. I probably should have went for the Breakneck Blitz. That would have been kind of cool, but I don't. And I want to keep my Miltank healthy because it can still actually do a lot of damage to his team with the Curse set, and I can heal up and stuff like that. And we do have Heal Bell on the Miltank, which is cool. And here he goes for the Moonblast, and that was a bad read on my part. I thought he was gonna possibly go for Nature's Madness against, which would have been dumb because a Moonblast will do a lot of damage to my Miltank, so that was a bad play on my part. I sack my Lottie for no reason, but it's okay because we can come into Thundurus and either kill something or just do so much damage to something. So it's gonna be kind of like a double down here. And he goes into his Munchlaxster as I just Volt Switch out, so Thundurus is gonna get a kill here, wiping out that Munchlaxster that could have been kind of scary against my Miltank. So now that thing's gone, Miltank can do a lot more work. It could set up safer. Not fearing that high jump kick, that reckless high jump kick to hit us in the face. So I go back into my Miltank because it's my best like switch right now, best possible switch, and he goes into his Gengar. So I mean, why else would he go into his Gengar? He has to have the Focus Blast because I'd be able to live a Sludge Bomb at that range, I'm pretty sure. Either way, my safest bet was Toxapex. If he went for Sludge Bomb, I would have eaten that up. He goes for Focus Blast, which he does. I eat it up also. Toxapex being a very good mon, man. I'm loving Toxapex, guys. Like, this thing's one of my favorite Gen 7 mons. Definitely puts a lot of pressure on teams because it's so freaking bulky, and I think it's awesome because of that. So here I do switch. I almost said do switch. I switch because I know he's gonna go into his Gothitelle, and I'm gonna go into my Magearna. So I do the double there because Gothitelle switch was pretty obvious. He's gonna go for Shadow Ball. He's just gonna let me set up the Trick Room here, I do believe. I think he gets a special defense drop too, which really sucks because now my special defense is going to be lowered. I'm going to go for a Calm Mind after this turn, so I'm going to get it back up to neutral. But it sucks because I would have been much bulkier and could have been safer against Heatran and things like that. So obviously he's going to switch out. He's going to see that we are a very threatening Magearna, and he has to switch out because he can't just let me set up here. So here I'm going to go for the Calm Mind as he goes into his Heatran. Probably thinking I'm gonna go for Dazzling Gleam or Floor Cannon or something. I don't know. But I'm gonna go for the Calm Mind because Magearna can just put a lot of pressure on his team right now. And here's where I kind of do wish I had Shift Gear, because if I set up a Shift Gear and a Calm Mind, I think I pretty much would have just won from here on. Because Magearna, everything was way too weakened to take on this thing. After one Calm Mind, I do believe we do kill the Heatran at this range. And if we didn't, a Lava Plume doesn't kill us. So that would have been cool if I did have Shift Gear. I'll keep that in my head next time, but I'll just go for the HP Ground. He is running my turns of Trick Room, which is another reason why I should have ran Shift Gear, because Trick Room can be, you could just switch around and kind of make the turns go by. So I'm just gonna go for HP Ground because that was the safest play against his Heatran. We get some decent damage on the Tapu Fini. But next, I'm just gonna go for Dazzling Gleam. I don't care if he switches into Heatran or not. I don't think he wants to risk Heatran at this moment, so I was thinking he was gonna stay in and sack his Tapu Fini. So Magearna gets a kill, and we are gonna get that Soul Heart boost. Magearna is such a huge threat, and I'm loving this thing too. Did I say Toxapex was my favorite? Magearna has to be my favorite actually, because this thing is scary. This thing is very, very scary if you don't prep well for it, as many people have seen. And of course, Matt Brolic did help me build this team, and he loves Magearna, and he's been tearing with it. So yeah, there we go. So here I go for HP Ground. My best play. He could have switched into Salamence, but either way, if he did switch into Salamence, I could just Trick Room again. He can't really kill me in one shot, and then he would just lose from there on. So so it was good him just sacking his Gengar, and now he's gonna go into his Heatran. As the Trick Room did go away here, I believe. I think it went away when I killed the Gengar. So I have to switch out because I don't want to take a Lava Plume or anything like that. And I do believe he just goes for the Magma Storm, possibly? Yeah, he just goes for the Magma Storm, which is fine. He traps my Toxapex, and yeah, now he could just kill off my Toxapex. I thought he was going to switch out here. I thought he was going to go into Gothitelle, and for some reason I thought Sludge Bomb would do more to Gothitelle. It did a little bit more, but it wasn't really that great of a difference. As you see, I am going to go for Sludge Bomb, thinking he might switch into Gothitelle, but I should have just went for the Scald, because it does a little bit less than Sludge Bomb, and it's better to do some damage to this Heatran than no damage. So that was kind of bad on my part. I should have just went for the Scald instead of trying to read the switch into the freaking the Gothitelle. So yeah, that's my bad pretty much, obviously. But next, I do believe I go for Scald. No, I think I'm in low enough range where he could kill me with Earth Power. So I think here my Toxapex does go down, I believe. Actually no, I think I live the Earth Power, but the Magma Storm kills me. Something like that. I don't know. I'll probably just die. We'll see. I forget. Yeah, okay, so we do take that damage, and here I do believe I go for Scald. Yeah, okay, cool. So we do live that Earth Power, which is really nice. Toxapex is a freaking beast. We go for that Scald, do some decent damage to this Heatran, putting it in a low enough range where knockoff to hit KO once it loses item with Mega Absol, and we could live one Lava Plume or Magma Storm, whatever he wants to hit us with. We can live one with Mega Absol. So Toxapex did its job. It put a lot of pressure on its team, hurt the Heatran, and just was a really good wall. And thank you Toxapex for going down there. Very well done. Very well done by Toxapex. Here I should have not went into Miltank. I don't know why I went into Miltank. I should have just went into Mega Absol right away and just knock off. I pretty much just sacked Miltank here. I thought I could live a Magma Storm. He goes for Flash Cannon and just wipes me out. So that was kind of dumb on my part. I don't know why I went into Miltank. That was just a complete sack, and I was like, damn it, why did I do that? I think I just did the Calc wrong. I don't know what Calc was doing. But Heatran wipes out my poor little Miltank, and now I'm gonna go into Mega Absol. Like I said, I should be able to live any hit he wants to hit me with, even after the rocks damage. I think the most he could do is like 70%, something like that. I don't know. I believe something like that. So I'm just gonna go for the knockoff, and he does have the Cobra Berry, which is fine because we are gonna kill this thing. Even with a Cobra Berry, it's not gonna live a knockoff from Mega Absol, because Mega Absol's a beast. So next, you guys are gonna see his Salamence come in, and I was so scared here because I was like, I could lose the game to Salamence going for Dragon Dance after the Intimidate, and we do see he is not Intimidate, so that's really awesome. I just go for knockoff to do as much damage as possible to the Salamence, and we put it really low. And he does go for the Dragon Dance. So right now, all I'm thinking is we are about to get into mind games right now, because he could keep going for Dragon Dance as I go for a Sucker Punch. And if I read the Sucker Punch wrong and I go for knockoff as he goes for a Dragon Claw, then I just pretty much lose the game, because he's gonna set up a bunch of Dragon Dances. So I go for one Sucker Punch, he goes for his second Dragon Dance, and he knows I'm gonna have Sucker Punch, so he knows this is gonna be 50-50 right here. This is 50-50 to the max right here, because even if I do go for knockoff, it's a 50-50 to kill him at that range. I do believe, something like that, possibly. And now it's just a 50-50 mind game. Do I click Sucker Punch or do I click knockoff? So I click Sucker Punch twice right now. I think I click it here again, and he goes for Dragon Dance. Oh man, I was so nervous at this part. I was just like, I have to get the right one. I was about to click Sucker Punch one more time, but I click Knockoff. Do we lose it here, guys? Are we gonna lose right here? We don't lose. He goes for Dragon Dance. I go for Knockoff. And this is where I said Play Rough would have been better, because it would have been a complete kill, because it's a 50-50 roll right now. It's pretty much a flip of a coin if this is gonna kill Salamence. And we do kill the Salamence. Perfectly done. Mega Absol getting 2 kills in the match, setting it to a 4-1 record right now. And now we have this Heatran, and like I said, we can take any one hit from Heatran. Lava Plume does the max roll for us, and he actually goes for Magna Storm, I do believe, and he does miss, which doesn't really matter, obviously, because it would have not killed me. Even after one turn of Magna Storm damage, he would have not killed me. So Mega Absol getting a nice little clean 3 kills right at the end of the match. Very well done by Mega Absol, and we did take this one 3-0. It's a really, really good match, guys. It was really tough. He's a very good player, so I had to play on my toes, and I think I played very well. Besides that switch into Latios, that just got Latios killed for no reason, and that switch into Miltank. Everything else I think I played pretty well, and I think we came out with a pretty good win here. So a 3-0, putting us in, I think, 3rd place in our group and like 4th place overall in the standings, something like that. And Mega Absol having 5 kills and 1 death isn't definitely in the top 10, I mean top 5 killers at the moment, which is pretty cool, because I wanted to show off Mega Absol, because it's a really cheap mon. We picked it up for like 100 points, which is like a C rank kind of. It's a Mega, but it's worth as much as a C rank, which is crazy because this thing is a monster. So Mega Absol putting in the work. Thunder is just pressuring his team every single time. It was a great revenge killer. And Magearna, if Magearna just started cleaning up, started damaging his team to a good point, kind of making him panic a little bit. So it's pretty cool. Magearna put in a lot of work too. So that was week 3. I do believe that was week 3, guys. I really hope you guys did enjoy that one, because that was a fun one. We take a big win after losing 3-0, I think, to what's his face, Kyle. We lost 3-0. So now we get that 3-0 back, and we are back to a 4 differential, and we are 2-1. Pretty dope, pretty dope. Next we take on Potato Jim and his Pinecore Rambler, something like that. I don't know if I'm butchering that or if I'm mixing any names, but we are taking on Potato Jim next week, and that's gonna be nice. I don't know when week 4 is gonna go up. It might not be for a little while. Like I said, it's gonna be our bye week, and then the week after this, I think we put up week 3, and then week 4. So I think 2 weeks from the Friday coming up, week 4 will be up. So you're probably not going to see TBU for a little while. We're going to have NPCC obviously still going up every week, but TBU is going to take a bye week for you guys. So just letting you know, and I wanted to put this up now so you guys can have this little match for you guys. So thank you guys for watching. Keep on supporting Munchlaxster United, because you know your support is very well taken over here, because when you do support us, we get them wins. So thank you guys once again for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the battle, and I'll see you for some more competitive battles in the next weeks. So thank you guys, peace out, and have a beautiful day like always.